Well, in June this year, an 18-year-old engineering student of Kashmir Valley, Mohmad Adnan Gilkar, committed suicide after failing in exams. But now, after re-evaluation, it has come to fore that the boy had actually passed the exam. His father is now demanding the examiner should face action for criminal negligence. Adnan, a resident of Nagaon and an engineering student of the Government Polytechnic College, was unable to take the shock of failing. Soon after that, he committed suicide by jumping into the Jhelum River in June. After his death, his father appealed for re-evaluation of the physics paper, and it was found that Adnan had actually passed with good marks. His father, Mr. Gilkar, says his son died because of negligent and incompetent examiners, and they must face action. Shuja Laktako, my colleague, is now joining me live for more on this story from Srinagar. Shuja, a very, very tragic incident. Are the authorities now taking any action on the complaint of this father?
Well, that's right. It's a very, very tragic story. Ankit, as you were pointing out, this boy actually couldn't take the shock of, being marked as failed. That's what his family is suggesting, and that's perhaps why he jumped into River Jhelum and committed the suicide. But what has come as a tragedy now, once again, to the family is that after 4 months, they've learned that the re-evaluation, application that they had filed actually came up with a new mark sheet, and that suggested he had actually passed that paper with very good numbers. His father actually suggests that he was a very good student. He in fact topped the class. So clearly there is a sheer amount of apathy from the technical board side, who actually make these mark sheets. They check these mark sheet, they check these papers and then make these mark sheets. Clearly something really went wrong out there, and now the family clearly demanding that there should be some action, some investigation, and some people should be held accountable for this grave mistake, which if wasn't committed, perhaps their son would have been alive at this point of time.
That's absolutely correct, Shuja, and it brings me to my next question. It also raises a lot of doubts about the way these papers are checked and the whole examination system. Has the authorities, have they taken any notice? Are they even, have they started some sort of investigation in why it has been done?
Well, Ankit, I tried to speak to the principal of that college, who also actually echoed the sentiment of the family, saying that he was a very bright student. They also expressed their helplessness, saying that it is not them who conduct these, they conduct these exams, but they're eventually the papers are checked in the technical board, and they make the mark sheets. So now the ball really is in the court of the technical board and the ministry that handles it. We've heard that they're trying to investigate, but as of now nothing seems to have been done. Family clearly furious about it. His father, who is absolutely distraught, saying that there should be some action, so that what happened with them clearly should not happen with anyone else. It is very, very tragic that a boy had to commit suicide, lose his life because he could not take the shock of being marked as failed. He clearly was very sensitive about it. His family is saying that he was always sensitive about his studies. He in fact was one of the students who would teach others in this particular paper, which was marked as failed. And the irony, there are two mark sheets now. One that dates back before his death, and now there is another one which marks him as passed, in fact with good numbers.
Thank you so much, Shuja, for bringing us all these updates. We are hoping that at least this tragic case now becomes the trigger for some sort of a mechanism to reevaluate the entire process of checking the papers, and of course action is taken for this negligence.
जहाँ तक याद आती रहेगी।